Hello all, welcome to Unacademy. Crack all management exams with us. So India's largest learning platform for CAT is Unacademy. Welcome here. So this is me. My name is Rajul Khare. I've cleared CAT 7 times in a row. I'm an MBA from MDI Gurgaon. In the year 2014-2016, I've been taking quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning section from the last 8 years. So I mentored more than 5,000 students in these years. Apart from this, I also run my production house, which is called as Tamasha Entertainment, based out of Gurgaon. What you'll get in an academy will be the daily live classes, live tests, quizzes, unlimited access to the database. There are certain educators here, and you will be having the access to the live classes, batches for syllabus completion, certain courses starting soon. What are the Unacademy advantage? That will be the schedule that works for you. There's no language barrier. You can learn anytime, anywhere. Interact with your educator, get your doubts cleared, answer live polls, live tests, quizzes, PDFs, learning materials. These are the subscription model for CAT. You can use my code, which is RKUS. Okay, so you can get a discount of 10%. Okay, so this entire video is based on the agenda which we were talking in the last video as well. So this is a series of a YouTube thing where we are talking about the B school journey of my previous students and friends who have passed out their MBA from the top B schools. So today we have, this is our second episode, and today we have Tosha Trivedi with us. Okay, so who is a pass out from who's studying right now in XLRI. She was a student of mine, I think 2 years back. So welcome, Tosha.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much.
How are you?
Fine, I'm fine.
So
How
I
are you,
think
sir?
I'm fine. I'm fine. So you are, I think, studying in the second year in XLRI.
Yeah, currently in the second year.
Okay, okay. So welcome to an academy, and this is a YouTube series which I have started for the CAT aspirants this year, where we will be taking them through the journey of my previous students. Okay, how they have cleared in got into the top B school and what is their journey about it. Okay, so if you can just start with your introduction.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Tosha, and I'm currently doing MBA from XLRI in the second year. Before that, I did my engineering from NIT Surat, and post that I worked in Airtel for almost 2 years, where I was in a pure technical role. And then, like in the technical role, I thought that like why not me? Like I came across various things, and I was like, oh, doing an MBA will be good for my like personal development and all. So I was like, okay, let's do this MBA journey.
Okay, okay, that's good. So you are having an experience of 2 years in Airtel.
Yeah,
So how
pure
important was
technical.
pure technical? So how important was
Yeah.
this experience now when you were applying for internship and like for the final placements?
So actually, like the experience played a major role for the shortlisting, which for various companies. But I think later in my internship and in my MBA journey, I don't think that that role, like because I wanted a domain change, because I was pure technical role EC engineer, so I wanted to go a bit into marketing and branding. So I thought that so I opted a role which was not related to this.
Okay, okay. So why were you wanting to make a career in marketing? When did you realize it?
So basically, when I joined XLRI, and so I was like that I'll become a prod man, being an EC engineer. I'll know IT and all. So it will be good that I'll go in that domain only, what I have studied and all. But when I was and when we had this projects, like especially this marketing project, so there it was a very basic project of marketing a water purifier. But when I came across this, I was like, this marketing domain is like, oh my god, I can play with consumers mind. I can do a lot. Like I don't think that being in this prodman role or the technical domain I can influence people. But if I go around doing marketing branding role, like I'll shape how consumers think about something. And so I think that is when this thing came that no, maybe changing the domain will be good.
So your advice for CAT aspirants will be don't plan so much and just get into your MBA and then decide which role to take in
Yeah.
and what role to choose. So where have you interned?
So I interned at OYO in
Okay.
the workspace vertical. Basically, they have this workspaces which are co-working spaces. So it
Yes.
was a B2B role in marketing, like designing their digital marketing communications and all that.
Okay. And where are you looking for your jobs in the final placements?
So like I have this interest now, like especially after my internship, so I'm more motivated towards branding. So maybe a good fashion brand. So that, because I'm into fashion, and so
So
even
you
FMCG, but basically branding.
okay? So you got both the calls from XLRI, BM, and HRM.
Yeah, both of them.
You got both the calls from them. So why
Yeah.
did you like? You never opted for HRM?
Yeah, so basically, I mentioned before that I had this Prodman thing in my mind. So I was like,
Okay.
BM will be more like, and maybe I thought HR is not my thing. Like, I am more into numbers and all. Like,
Okay.
even if I go into branding, I'll be this marketing analytics person who will play with numbers and then influence consumers.
Okay, okay,
So,
that's good. So, can you just give us a brief about your journey in XLRI? How different is XLRI as a B school, and what are the special things about XLRI? How can you motivate the other aspirants to fill more and more forms for XLRI and they get into it?
so basically, all the other B schools, Excel has this Jamshedpur thing. So it's only Excel, which is in Jamshedpur. We don't have anything apart from Excel. So we are this entire family because there's nowhere out to go. There's nothing
Okay.
else to do. And especially like when I was in Gurgaon, coming from Gurgaon to Jamshedpur, I was like first
Mhm.
that, oh my God, there's no Zara, there's no H&M. Where am I going to shop? And there's no even MACD. So where I'm going to eat, like this, I was this person who used to every week go to McDonald's and have this peri peri fries.
Okay.
And there so then coming back to like Jamshedpur, and so there was nowhere to go outside. So that's the thing which influenced us to become like, we have this entire class, entire 360 people of 180 HR, 180 BM, and we are all a family, and all plus seniors. So they also help us because it's like they also have no other option. So we do parties, we do everything in campus. So that's what is this, the differentiating factor of Excel from any other B school, I believe, is that everyone thinks that, yeah, it's a oneness. Like we are together in this and we'll go around together in this.
Something
And so
which
I think,
you something which you can never get in MDI Gurgaon. That's what I feel because I'm a pass out from there. So I used to go to BACD every day. I
yeah,
think.
I think this lack of options have made us like together only, that anyways we'll eat the Maggie, but we'll survive because we are in it together.
Okay,
And I
okay,
think that's why Excel Mafia, which is the alum network which we have, they are
okay.
also like, because there's this feeling that we are a part of this school, B school. So I think that's why also they help us when we go
Yeah,
around
yeah.
like asking.
Yeah, it's clear. As Excel is known for its alumni, and I think that
Yeah,
is one of the Maggie is one of the reason why Excel alum base is so strong. Okay, that's
definitely.
that's quite enlightening to hear. Okay, so Tosha, what are your views on because you are a student right now, and suddenly this COVID-19 problem has emerged. So, what are your views on that? Because students have a lot of doubts preparing for CAT this year, and they are like, sir, why should we go for an MBA degree? Because nothing is sure. There's a problem of placements and everything. So how will you motivate students who are preparing for CAT this year as a student of one of the top B schools? How should they motivate themselves, prepare for it, and how are the things changing in this scenario?
So actually, so like first I'll talk about the normal MBA and then I'll come to the Excel thing. So first I think that like normal MBA, like in our course also there's this new course of managing strategic transformations where they are teaching about downsizing, or they're teaching about disruptive supply chains. So I think being an MBA student will definitely help here, because I like people need people who are like, I think companies need graduates with a fresh perspective, because like they are also going through this turmoil. So I don't think that anyway it's going to influence. Like I think maybe currently in the next 6-7 months it might be that companies are not hiring, but I think eventually companies will come to normal. And I think FMCGs are like a major part of all B school hirings, and they are there because I think no one is going to stop buying shampoo, no one is going to stop buying soap. So I don't think that is going to influence much. And
And
if I
then
talk,
and then I think there are new companies emerging as well. That's how I am telling my
yeah,
students. So there
yeah,
are
definitely.
new.
So I don't think Udan might be a company like which was hiring 2-3 years back, but now because of this entire thing going online and all, so even Amazon this year for our batch, like it was the highest recruiter from Excel, like
Okay.
so it hired a lot. So because Amazon is growing, so I think the way people are hiring, or like the companies which are hiring, is definitely changing. Like the IT companies are coming for prodman roles. So that the landscape is changing basically.
Now, coming to the CAT preparation or the XAT preparation, because you are like recently got into Excel, so maybe you can. So, what are your suggestions to the students that how do they prepare for CAT or XAT or IFT? What are the papers you gave? You gave CAT and XAT.
So I gave cat and that, and so basically I was working. So I had this weekend classes which I attended with sir only, and so I believe that maybe every day, like I started from June, July, and after my office I used to study 2-3 hours daily, and weekend pay I think may taking tests and like coming back and in the entire week focusing on what you missed, what you didn't miss. So, and I think sir gave like a good advice. Some September only we started taking tests. So that was very useful. Like instead of waiting till maybe October end and then finishing the prep and then giving test, I don't think that like will be helpful. For as per me, I think as and when you feel that you have covered some 60-70% of your portion, start taking tests.
Okay, okay. So you think mock tests are very, very important for the CAT preparation?
Definitely, like majorly I was into tests only, like
Okay,
rather
okay.
than
So, like again, coming to the profile, coming to the second round of CAT preparation, when there is a lot of GDs, personal interviews, WATs, and students have a lot of doubts regarding their profile. So, I can still remember that you were like, "Sir, mera technical role hai. How will I get into my MBA and all those things?" So, how important is the profile in like when you land into a college like XLRI or IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, or you just gave a good interview with an average profile, they will take you. What are your views on that?
So basically, I believe that whatever you are till now or whatever you want to be, there's a story. And if you try and tell this story to the interviewer, they'll definitely believe you. So, like, you should be true about why you want to do it. It should not be some random person copying that, this guy got into MBA and so he spoke this answer and so I'll also speak and it will work. So it
Okay.
doesn't work. Like for me, it was, I had this story that, I was in Airtel and why I wanted to do an MBA. And I told them this story. So basically, with me in Excel currently, I think there are everyone. Like it's not people who are having this amazing profiles. It's not like that. It's like everyone with a normal profile, but they have this story that, why they are doing it. And I think that's what is important for.
Yeah, so you think the profile and everything like will not matter so much if you have a story, if you have a good story.
Yeah, definitely.
And what was your story, if you can share it with us before, like now your story would have changed and transformed in the last 1 year because you would have been preparing for finals now. But what was your
Yeah.
story when you were getting into XLRI? Why did you wanted to get into XLRI?
Yeah. So basically, I was really happy with my job at Airtel and the work was good and I studied EC. I got this pure technical role. So I was really happy with all this. And like, but what happened that like when I was in Gurgaon, I was alone and I had this maid with me. And she was like a person from a very normal background and she didn't have much like, so she was very demotivated and like her husband was doing harassment to her and all that. So basically seeing all this, I came up, I helped her. And but what happened was I was taking all these finances of various this maids and all that, and I used to give them to post office fund and all that, just helping them. But then I was like that maybe doing something into social entrepreneurship or doing like getting some education will help me like help them more. So I believe that I am already a person who is blessed, privileged, that I can take care of myself. And but I think there are people, there are females especially in this world who don't have this thing, that leverage, which and they are not that blessed, but they want to do something and they want to stand on their own. So I believe that if someone is there to push them, so I think this is the thing which motivated me, that I read stories about social entrepreneurship, and especially Excel is a college which believes a lot in this, like they are for the greater good, that's the tagline. So this is the thing which motivated me more to do it, that I'll get some understanding of not only my normal thing but also how I can help them. And I like, if I see in the past 1 year, it's definitely helped me, like the education which they provide. It's definitely like sustainability and all. There are few things which I came across as sustainable development goals by UN, in which there is a goal for women empowerment also. So there are few things like which now I know that I can use these things to help them.
Yeah, I can remember the answer as well because I took your first mock interview when you were
Yeah.
getting into Excel, and Tosha gave me this answer, and I was like, nobody can stop you from getting into XLRI. And I think Excel was your best call, as far I
Yeah,
remember,
that's
because
true. Yes.
CAT में कुछ score कम था and your Z score
Hmm.
was, what was your Z score, by the way?
It was around 99.2
And how
to
important
8.
is Z score to get into XLRI? What are your thoughts on that?
So I feel for BM, basically, it's more important
Okay.
because I have like the people in BM are of an average around 99 plus Z score. But HR, there are people who are with had really good interviews, good GDs, and with even 97, 96 Z score, they have managed to be a part of Excel.
Excellent. Okay, so I just want to come back to the answer which Tosha gave, the reason for her doing an MBA. And I just want to advise everyone, you need to have a very unique answer like this. So people talk about feminism, people talk about women empowerment. And when I heard this answer of Tosha, which was very real, very honest, coming directly from the heart. And I think this is one of the major reason why Tosha was able to convert the calls of getting into etc. And maybe also the summer internship and everything, because this question will haunt you, that why do you want to get into MBA, and then why do you want to get into marketing. Okay, and the second thing was like you should be very open about choosing the stream in the B school. Okay, so Tosha, anything special about your XLRI journey which you want to tell the students? So I can understand that you told that there is a sense of oneness. Anything about the professors there, the culture there? What is the culture? So we all know about Excel culture.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the culture there is one thing which I already told about the oneness. One more thing is before I was going to mention during the job thing which you asked that facing. So one thing which we know is Excel आओगे तो place होके जाओगे. And this
Okay.
is like since day one, like even like one penny doubt if we have that what is going to happen for our job, like there is this professors, seniors, everyone telling us that no worries, Excel आओगे तो place होके जाओगे.
Right.
And like this is inherited in us, like so, and we know that Excel mafia is there for like they have our back. And like coming to the professors, it's like every professor is really very helpful. Like if I give you an example about my term 3 which ended very abruptly, we didn't give even our exams because of the COVID situation. Like
Yes.
March we had our exams planned the next week, and this week we were told that you have to go home, like because it's the government's call. So like then we had a 2 months internship. So the college waited for each and every student to complete the internship. Once the internship for all students were over, then the exams were scheduled in July.
Okay.
And like to our surprise, the professors actually took remedial sessions so that students who had forgotten, and there was this one finance professor, he made all the videos specially for us, YouTube videos. He uploaded that yeah, these are the key finance things, like even if you don't want to prepare for exams, this will be helpful to you, especially for your internships or all. So that's why like they are really concerned that like why you are doing an MBA for a future. So it's not only for exams but for your future also. If you are doing a fin role, then these things are really helpful like that.
So I think like Excel is a very academic oriented college. That's what you want to say, that there is a lot of academics thing going on in Excel.
So academics thing, definitely it's going on, but there are various other things also. Like we have this amazing culture where we are together, we party, and so there are a lot of things like which are going on. And apart from academics and party, there is this cultural committees also which we have, and there's this fest which we have, and there are this other co-curricular committees also, like the
Okay.
marketing committee, the finance committee. Like I am myself a part of ECEL, which is the
Okay.
entrepreneurship committee, and we promote this. Like we help people who want to who students who join and they want to become entrepreneurs like me. So we
Okay.
help them. There's this incubation also,
Yeah.
incubator where, so there like there's a lot of things, not only.
Okay. So so you want to get into entrepreneurship. So what are you view like? What are your plans for that? Social
So
entrepreneurship, or maybe into hardcore business thing?
no, so basically, my thing was that main focus will be a job in like this marketing domain and branding. But apart from that, like weekends, I want to do social entrepreneurship, like where I'll go around helping, especially women's, as I told already, that making them financially more stable and
Okay.
providing them finance education. Yeah.
Okay. So now, how is Excel evolving with the COVID thing? Because now the new batch is supposed to join. I think in August they will be joining. So how are like you are still in Excel or you are staying in home? When will the college reopen? What are your views on that?
So actually, our people, like the admin, is waiting for the government to Jharkhand government to give a yes for opening. So till then, we have this online classes started. So online classes for us also, and I think the junior batch which is coming, they also will start online only. Like once
Okay.
the
Okay.
government gives yes, then maybe they'll
Okay.
plan on calling us back
Then your life will start in Excel.
again.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's good to hear. So I think Tosha, you have evolved a lot because last time I talked to you was in March last year. I think when you were giving me some mock interviews, and I saw a lot
Yeah.
of change, a lot of insights from you. Although I trained you, but I learned a lot in this interaction, and I think you have a beautiful journey ahead, and where you will be getting a marketing role as well. On the side, you will start with a social entrepreneurship thing, and there's a tagline that Excel ki kudiya very very smart. I think that's there,
Yes.
and that's the
Very.
proof. I think that's the proof here, and you can meet an Excel ki kudi and see
Hmm.
how she has evolved and how much she is independent and how she is working so hard in the COVID times. Okay, so thanks a lot, Tosha, for coming
Thank you
here
so much, sir.
and for interacting with the students. And I think this could be a major stone because I also joined an academy recently, and I thought ki this is a very big platform because I've also shared my journey with you where I want to
Yes.
educate people and teach people. And I think now things getting into tech, and this is an amazing platform. And I think you will be a big part for it because there's a channel in Academy which is Let's Crack Management Exam where we will be uploading these videos, and a lot of learners are associated with me. And now we are not limited to Gurgaon where I just used to teach the Gurgaon kids. Now we are teaching the kids of everywhere, right? Every cat aspirant. And I think your interview will make a difference, will make a difference to everyone that how a normal engineer working in a tech role, how she evolved herself to get into XLRI and now thinking about marketing. Okay, so maybe there will be certain students reaching out to you on LinkedIn, or maybe they will be reaching out to you.
Yes.
Please do help them. And
Sure,
thanks a
sure.
lot. Thanks a lot for your interview, for giving you your precious time. Okay, because I know how B school life is and how difficult it is to get 30 minutes or 40 minutes from a person who's studying in Excel. Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank
Thank you
you,
so
Tosh.
much, sir, to you also. Like you have been a part of this, like the interview which you took, and you told me that this story is really good, and this is the story which will sell. So, sir, that is the thing which like you really help us groom so much, like become like from normal tech thing, help me to the interviews and all. Thank you so much, sir. And
Anytime,
right now,
and
this also. Yeah.
yeah, anytime. And I think the story you were sharing with me right now, I think that will definitely help you to clear your final placements because I am very hopeful about you because I am very sure the kind of story you are having is very will create a lot of impact in the time in the minds of the people who will be recruiting. Okay, thanks a
Thank you
lot,
so much,
Tosha.
sir.
Thanks a lot for joining us. Okay, so everyone, this is the last thing I want to tell you that this was Tosha, and please subscribe to our channel, which is Let's Crack Management Exams. Okay, and you can also join the Telegram group, which is Let's Crack Management Exams. This is my code RKUS, so please subscribe using my code. We will be continuing this series with a lot of people, so we have covered up Dipankar from MDI and Tosha from XLRI, and soon we will be getting into IIM Indore, IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore. We'll cover up everyone. So please comment on the video that if you want me to add some questions to the people who will be joining us. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. We'll be joining tomorrow again with with a new person, with a new guest from a very different B school with a different journey, which will empower you to land into your dream B school. Thanks a lot. This is Rajul Khare signing off. Bye bye. Thanks a lot, Tosha.
Thank you.
Bye.